Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Day one of remote learning, bringing unique challenges for students and for teachers. We'll show you how they're making it work from both sides of the camera.
A local city signs up for police body cams, and the chief says they're getting a lot more than the devices we're used to seeing.
Also, a bizarre mystery is solved, and yet there are so many more questions tonight surrounding the 5-month disappearance of a Detroit man. Topping our news tonight at 6, a local family got a measure of closure over the weekend. We can say that when the body of their loved one was found.
But, Devin, the circumstances are unsettling, to say the least. 38-year-old Cam Franks vanished back in March from an assisted living facility. Over the weekend, his body was found in the basement of that very same building. Local 4's Rod Maloney tonight with reaction from the family and some big questions that need answers.
Although there is no sign here, this is called the Faithful Helping Hands Community Services. It's an assisted living center for seniors. And it was here back in March that a man went missing. And also, sadly, it's here where he was found. Detroit police first put out Cam Franks' picture in late March, saying he'd left Helping Hands about 9 at night. They noted while in good physical condition, he was not in good mental condition. Saturday, someone inside Helping Hands Community Services found his body. Detroit police say he died of natural causes and no foul play is involved.
It just was weird. It was just really weird energy.
Cam's sister Kai Franks told Local 4 News the facility's management called her after they found him in a room near the kitchen.
When she said that he's in the basement, he's dead, I passed out. And my son came upstairs, and I don't know what she said to him on the phone.
She and her family went down and identified the body. Local 4 first called looking to speak with management and were rebuffed, so we then went to the front door. A hospital employee gave no information. The family still has a lot of questions.
I'm not ever going to get over the fact that I couldn't take care of him, and the person that I trusted to take care of him didn't. I can't get over the fact that I put him in somebody else's hands and it still didn't work.
Now, there are many questions to be answered here. We checked with the state of Michigan, and it turns out that the Faithful Helping Hands Community Services is a license-exempt facility under the Public Health Code, which essentially means that it is an assisted living facility that doesn't operate under the normal licensing conditions and is essentially just a health care facility for people who need an additional or some sort of assistance that they wouldn't normally otherwise get someplace else, and that the state has no oversight on this. And so there are many questions still yet to be answered, but the state doesn't have many. Back to you.
I never heard of anything like that. Well, Rod, were you able to talk to police? What are police saying about the incident?
Well, yeah, DPD has been involved in this. They were there over the weekend when there was the IDing of the body and so forth. But they are investigating for what they believe could be. Now, it's the possibility of criminal neglect. They're looking to see if, in fact, that is or is not the case in this situation. But DPD is definitely involved. They're also awaiting some kind of word from the ME as to how the man died.
Yeah, really, really unsettling. Okay, Rod, thanks.
While some school districts are welcoming students back to class in person, many families in other districts are faced with that challenge that they couldn't have imagined this time last year, back to virtual learning.
That's right. Paula Tudman spent the day with one family who's doing their best to focus on the positives as their teenager starts her fall semester.
I guess you could call it a silver lining playbook. There actually is, well, what I'm noticing to be a trend, kind of a positive with this whole remote learning thing that is kind of a cause and effect that maybe no one saw coming. With the first day of remote learning under their belt, Charmaine, Fernie, and 13-year-old Michaela Brown have learned a few valuable things about starting the school year remotely. Start with, well, the commute is pretty darn good. Just a quick jog upstairs.
When we start next week, we have Monday, which is Labor Day, so no school on Monday.
But also getting ready for the first day of remote learning is very different than getting ready for the first day of in-person school. While before you had to worry about bus pickup times and school supplies and traffic, for remote learning, the logistics become workspace, connectivity, bandwidth, and making sure you troubleshoot internet connections, passwords, and virtual classroom access before the first day of school.
Good morning, Michaela.
Good morning.
Also understanding that even the start of remote learning is a work in progress.
I believe very wholeheartedly that our education system is doing absolutely everything that it can to create the right environment and to keep the students really focused and engaged on learning.
The jury's still out about that from our perspective. I think that overall, my fear is that their gap is going to widen, unfortunately.
Keep your Google Meet open, and then I'll tell you the time that we would come back to our screens.
Traditionally, you may have had a teacher that could put their arm around someone, hey, you're not quite getting this, let me put my arm around you and do that. That IQ or that sense of being able to see that student struggling is a little different now.
Of course, there has been many a student who hated school or disliked going to school or the idea of having to even participate in school.
Yeah.
I mean, we learned English.
But it turns out that a lot of these students really want to be in school after all.
Such a teenager.
They just didn't notice it until the option was taken away.
I miss it. I just want to go back.
Paula Tutman, Local 4.
And coming up in just a few minutes, the teacher's side of things. Grant Herm shows us a day for a teacher in Ferndale who is teaching remotely and trying to cope with some first day jitters. We also want to help you prepare for this different kind of school year. Steve Garagiola, Sandra Ali will be with you tonight at 10 p.m. for our live Education for All special. We'll hear advice from teachers, medical experts, and from some parents whose children have already started school tonight at 10, right after the fireworks.
All right, taking a look at today's coronavirus headlines. Michigan is reporting 451 new cases of COVID-19 and 7 additional deaths. Monday's numbers are usually lower, but this is certainly a positive sign considering last Monday's new cases were more than 800. Nationally, the U.S. today surpassed the 6 million mark for total COVID-19 cases. That's according to the Johns Hopkins University database, which also says more than 183,000 Americans have died from the virus. On the business front, because of COVID restrictions, Detroit's MGM Casino is laying off 1,100 workers it had previously furloughed. Workers being laid off will receive health benefits through the end of September, and an emergency fund has been set up to help those who need it through the end of November. MGM says it hopes to bring back as many laid off workers as possible once the restrictions are fully lifted. A moving tribute to Detroit COVID victims on Belle Isle. 1,500 pictures of Detroiters who lost their lives to COVID-19. The idea started with a simple conversation between Mayor Mike Duggan and a Detroit woman. They both lost a parent to failing health and couldn't say a proper goodbye. Priya Mann explains how that bond led to a memorial unlike any other in the country.
The mayor was speaking at the podium explaining how Detroit Memorial Day came to be, and it started with a Zoom community meeting back in April when the mayor was talking to Detroiters as COVID cases were spiking.
She says, do you know what it's like to lose somebody close to you and not be able to have a memorial? And I said, well, as a matter of fact, I do.
The mayor lost his father, Patrick J. Duggan Jr., in March. The federal judge was 86 and in failing health. He died in hospice care.
We didn't have a funeral, and you don't realize what an important part that is to the grieving process until you've been through it. And she said, can't you do something about it? And I said, that is a great idea. I wish I could remember her name. But that night, it's you.
The woman was standing in the crowd and yelled her name out to the mayor.
Cher Connor, thank you for the idea.
Cher Connor lost her mom to failing health in April. Riding the waves of grief just days after her mom died, Cher decided to get on that Zoom call.
And I kind of waited, and I was really afraid to kind of speak up. But then I was like, what the heck, let me interject on this because you may not have this moment and see if he would. And I couldn't believe how he took it and he ran with it.
The pain of losing a parent connected two strangers.
And he told me, he said, I only got a chance to stand at my dad's gravesite. And just that mutual feeling and that pain. So I said, if you feeling this, I'm feeling this. Think about the other people that are feeling this loss, that couldn't even say goodbye.
Detroit Memorial Day went from an idea into the first tribute of its kind in the country.
This is the moment that I didn't get a chance to have. And it's hopefully a spark for our nation to heal and to see that we're all wounded from this and we all can get through this together.
Reporting from Belle Isle, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
All right, Priya. Well, police body cameras have been around for years now, and today the city of Southfield became the latest adopter. Victor Williams got a look at how the technology has improved, not only in terms of picture quality, but also in terms of tamper-proofing.
Yeah, well, the chief says this is something that should have happened a long time ago, but better late than never. And this body camera here is going to add a whole lot of transparency to the department.
What better way to enhance community trust and community relationships?
Southfield Police Chief Elvin Barron revealing the new body cameras that are now pinned to every single officer in the department.
Today marks the day when we're fully deployed in the field. Officers will abide by the policy of the Southfield Police Department on all shifts.
The $1.5 million investment will give an additional view of police and community relations and crystal clear high-quality video that can't be tampered with.
Not only will the officers not be able to delete video, even I, as the police chief, remove that option from being able to delete video. That way we enhance our community trust. The information is sent directly up to the cloud.
And the devices will also work in conjunction with police cruisers, using a buffer to automatically activate in certain situations.
The cameras are always recording. When the camera is activated, the buffering allows it to go back 30 seconds to capture all activity 30 seconds prior to the activation of the camera.
Ultimately, the goal for the cameras are to be a closer eye on both sides. The officers and the community the officers are working to serve and protect.
We're fully transparent in this purchase, and again, this community is very excited to know that the Southfield Police Department has enhanced our capabilities and community trust.
And the chief says these cameras are going to be able to be updated as that new technology becomes available. Victor Williams, Local 4.
Okay, Victor. Well, there are just a couple of hours left before we begin our coverage of tonight's Ford fireworks.
Typically, Hart Plaza, Belle Isle, Riverfront, all packed with Detroiters waiting to catch the show, of course.
Due to Governor Whitmer's ban on all large outdoor gatherings, tonight's show will take place from a secret location. But no worries, we've got you covered.
Indeed we do. You can only watch the Ford fireworks tonight on Local 4 and clickondetroit.com, and it is the best seat in the house. Our coverage gets underway tonight at 8 p.m. We hope you'll be with us.
And of course, on fireworks night, Devin, we're always hoping the clouds stay away.
Ben, I think, should throw in the chance of showers just so it feels normal, but I don't think he has any. Ben?
I wish we could just save this forecast and use it next year since everybody's
right.
going to be at home anyway. But it is going to be fantastic tonight. 70s right now. We'll look at the rest of tonight's forecast and the more rain that is showing up this week. Coming up.
It was the first day back to school, but not in school here at Ferndale Upper Elementary School. Coming up, why one teacher told his class he was nervous too.
Get back to school advice from parents, teachers, and medical experts. It's a primetime special. Education for All. Live tonight at 10 p.m. following the Ford fireworks.